Cyberpunk 2077 just announced their first official expansion coming in 2023, Phantom Liberty. And I, for one, am extremely stoked for this because I'm one of the few people out there who thought that Cyberpunk 2077 was an epic freaking game. I loved every moment of it, even the fact that, yeah, it was buggy, but that was part of the charm for me was the fact that I got to play it when no one else wanted to, and I still pushed through and I made it to the end and I still had fun despite all the bugs. That's me, though. I'm Tim Anderson, aka Renfell, sometimes known as the Bearded Dwarven Princess, and today I want to do a bit of a reaction video to this trailer and just kind of talk about what's coming in the pipeline for Cyberpunk 2077 because I personally can't wait for this. I've been waiting for a long time. I've been holding off because I first played it on the PlayStation 4, which since we moved has been sitting back on the shelf just collecting dust because I don't have any PS4 games that I want to play right now. But I do have an Xbox Series X that sits here on my desk, which I play occasionally, about once a week, and I've been waiting for something to play on that would really push that console. And I didn't get this until after I'd already played Cyberpunk 2077. So when it came out, the high definition came out, and I looked at it and went, yeah, I could spend another $30 or whatever it was to get it on the Xbox. But I already played it once on the PS4. I didn't feel the need to. But I did say that once the expansion came out, I would be happy to swing back around. And now that it's released, I can't wait. Let's go ahead and dive into this and see what we can see from the expansion preview trailer. It is called Phantom Liberty, and it looks like, from what I can tell, Keanu Reeves makes an appearance. Whether or not this dialogue was re-recorded or it's him participating again, I'm not quite sure. But from the get-go, it looks like,
Repeat
oh,
after
we've
me.
got that music. We've got that music.
I, V,
Do solemnly swear.
I, V, do solemnly swear
What's
that I
this?
shall faithfully serve
serve
the new United States of America.
that I shall faithfully serve the new United States of America.
Oh, did you see that whip?
On behalf
Okay, that was cool. Gotta go back. I probably need to reduce the volume a little bit on this.
of all Americans.
Hey now, that didn't go back far enough. Look at that whip.
States of America.
Oh, I don't remember the whip at all.
On behalf of all Americans,
Oh,
I thank you for your service.
hey, didn't we see her before, or is she a new NPC? I'm not. I feel like wasn't she the corporal that we met up with from that soldier in the beginning, or was that somebody different? Like the very first mission you run. Um, could be thinking of somebody different. It's been a while since I played the game, but she looks creepy. Like she looks full on corporal military. Suck your soul out.
Taking that oath.
Oh, there's Keanu's voice.
Bad idea.
Bad idea, bro. Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty coming in 2023. Now, they don't actually have a launch date for this yet, which I'm okay with. Just when it's ready, please don't push dates to me. I don't want you to crunch your team, and I don't want another failed release. Which, from the purposes of sales, it didn't do as well as they wanted it to, but it was not a failed release by many people's standards. It still sold a ton of copies, and it was still a very fun experience. But I would argue that had it come out as a bug-free experience, this would have been way more than it was. And hopefully they've learned from that experience and they're going to be coming out with this expansion when it's ready as opposed to trying to rush it to release. Now, noteworthy in this trailer as it does says this footage is from the PC version, which obviously gets the best performance out of all of the consoles up to this point. So it's worth noting because some people are going to look at that footage and go, wait a second, I don't get that performance when I'm playing it on the PS Slim or so on and so forth. So that's worth noting. Again, I don't care when in 2023 it comes. I would rather just wait until it's finished. But I am highly anticipating this title because for me, this is a game I got a hell of a lot of enjoyment out of. I got about 70 hours my first playthrough doing a non-completionist version because it was a very buggy experience on the PS4 when it came out. I just have a regular old PS4. I got blue screen crashes out the wazoo. I documented that process. Did a big video about, is Cyberpunk 2077 worth it despite all the bugs? And my ultimate conclusion was that yes, despite all the bugs, it still was a game that was worth it for me because it had a lot of fun. It had a very good storyline that I enjoyed, and it had a great performance by Keanu Reeves as well as great performances all around from all the various different voice actors. Now the question is, where is this story going to take us? Because we do see this thing about the new United States of America, right? This new regime that's springing up. So are we going to be going beyond Night City with this expansion? Because that was the thing with the first game was everything was in Night City. And even with sort of like the VR stuff in there, where they were going out beyond the borders, it was still a Night City game. It was all based in that city. This looks like maybe we're going outside of the city a little bit to the outskirts. We might be going somewhere else. It's kind of hard to tell because, at the end of the day, while it looked good, there's also stuff in here that could be from anywhere in Night City. Like that could be somewhere in Night City, some sort of a compound or a ball stadium or something. And this looks like it could be, a shop. And here's, you know, these, like a construction site here with the vehicles. I mean, this is an interior that could be anywhere. So I have no idea if this is going to be taking place in or out of Night City. Because again, this skyline could be any city. We just don't know. I don't know. For me, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, I got 60 hours without a completionist playthrough of the first game. So if I can get 30 hours out of the expansion, it remains to be seen, I'll have a good playthrough. I did love the expansions for Witcher 3, and that's why I'm not one of those people who's anti Cyberpunk, anti CD Projekt Red, because they did great things with Witcher 3, they did great things with the Witcher games before that, and just having one hiccup along the way isn't enough to crucify them in my mind. It does make you a little bit wary about timelines and things of that nature, but I still had a lot of fun with the first game, so I'm not nervous about this being a good expansion. I just want it to release without any sort of things that could mar it and further mar the reputation of CD Projekt Red and make people even more nervous about trying their games, because ultimately I think they are a very good game studio and I want more Cyberpunk. I don't want less Cyberpunk. So I need this to do well for my personal sanity because I want to play more of this. It was a great game. And if you look at The Witcher 3, we had the expansions were often, by some people's standards, the expansions were better than the base game. I mean, the Blood and Wine expansion for me, I think, was one of the best storylines I've played in an MMORPG ever, and it gave such a great conclusion to the Geralt of Rivia storyline that I was like, I just don't feel like you could go and do anything more with that character. I feel like that's it, finish. It's a great end, and if they can do something similar here, we're giving V a continuation of a great story that leads up to something that can be even better, and we do 2 or 3 expansions. I'm going to be all on board for that. So let me know your thoughts below. Are you excited for this? I'm excited for it. If you are, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get more updates like this as I continue to cover this news. And if you want to tune into a live stream, I'm live every day. Thanks again to all of you who are supporting the channel with super thanks and super stickers and super chats during live streams. Those of you who are members of the Adventurers Guild and those of you over on Patreon. If you want to support, join buttons are down below. Super thanks are down below. Links are down below. Until next time, everybody. Peace.